Welcome to Madame Raven's. This way to the library. She's been expecting you.
My darlings, please forgive me. My voice will be a bit more raspy and lower due to a nasty cold, so hopefully it will pass soon. Please leave some seats for my Patreon supporters, Ermin Case and Darren and Jennifer Daw. And if Sexy Grandma Darkness is out there somewhere listening to this, please know you're missed and worried about by hundreds and hundreds of people over the internet. We hope you return to us safe soon. The Truth About the Mars Rover by Bo Bandy. NASA recently announced that their Opportunity Land Rover broke down on the Martian plains. A series of inventive attempts to resurrect the unresponsive explorer ultimately proved unsuccessful, according to the press release. They were forced to concede that there wasn't any more hope of making it operational again. The release went on to state that it was only expected to last for a few weeks or months anyway. Despite their modest projections, it continued to work diligently and sent valuable data over 15 years in extremely harsh terrain. When considering the original goals of the exploration project versus the actual results, NASA considered the rover's efforts an undeniable win. The chief scientists and engineers felt its exceptional performance helped to justify the steep cost of funding it, and future programs too. The publicists tried to downplay the loss of Opportunity and emphasize its many invaluable revelations about the mysterious Red Planet. The truly interesting thing wasn't that it lasted much longer than they initially expected, though. The real story is why it stopped. I have the scoop. Off the record, I'm refuting the official story because I feel the public has a right to know the truth. If my identity was known, there would be repercussions, which I do not want to deal with. Let's just say I'm in the know, and leave it at that. Once my testimony gets out, it will be fairly obvious who leaked the damaged information. I'm hoping my privacy will be protected like that of a whistleblower, and I'll be left alone. There has always been a latency time between when the rover sent images or video back to Earth and when it was received. Part of that was the transmission time it takes for data to travel millions of miles. This period of delay is well known by both learned scientists and laymen. It's calculated based on the known velocity of light and the relative distance between the two planets. Despite slight fluctuations in the distance between the two orbits, there's only a minor variance of a few seconds from the longest to the shortest transmission time length. Between the beginning of all the Opportunity footage received and when it was actually shared live, there was a deliberate, secret gap. The bottom line is, the live images NASA uploaded had an additional delay of half an hour. For reasons I am about to explain, that was never disclosed to the public, and no one did the math. You may be surprised by the true reason for this mandatory delay, or you may not. Amazingly, the bigwigs at NASA felt it was necessary to preview all of the footage before the public had access to it. The apparent fear was that something of significance might startle the viewers. Can you believe that? An official government organization dedicated to locating intelligent life in the universe, who's afraid of actually finding it? It makes me so angry. Rather, I suppose it was more about how the public would react to the earth-shattering news. Just like easing into a kiddie pool, they want to preface any scientific discoveries by taking baby steps with how it was disseminated to the public view. While most astronomers and astrophysicists are skeptical by nature, the possibility of alien life was always there in their minds. This is the very reason they pushed humanity into exploring outer space in the first place. They just didn't believe the general population could handle what they might find. To answer the question of the hour, when opportunity came knocking for them, they weren't prepared for what was behind the door of truth. It was a sobering case of kaboom! The revealing footage the rover sent back to NASA a few weeks ago set them into an unprecedented panic. No human had ever seen non-terrestrial life form before. Ironically, the camera systems on the Mars rover didn't even try to focus on the subject. The opportunity designers expected to film rugged, barren landscapes. Its programming couldn't zero in and focus on living things. The footage it captured was brief and slightly out of focus, but it was more than enough to confirm there is active life on Mars. Naturally, that was a bridge too far for some. They could have dealt with discovering prehistoric evidence of extinct life forms and civilizations, but not what they witnessed. Me. They saw me. After previewing the footage, I must say it wasn't my best side captured in the primitive video lenses. Oh well, so much for making a good impression with the neighbors. Here's the thing. I don't want to blow up your insignificant planet, but I'll have no choice if NASA decides to mount secret missions to come here and seek me out. I like my privacy. I enjoy watching Earth television in relative peace. I would have preferred to remain a myth or legend to the people of Earth, but my secret had to be revealed at some point. If your space exploration atrocities feel the need to keep my existence from you, then they will be tempted to seek me out covertly. By revealing what they know to the public, you can all exert pressure on them to leave me alone. Make them stop tracking up my planet with space junk. The Earth's future is up to you. Sincerely, Marvin. So quoth this raven. Now, I do think that most of you will get the reference. I hope you enjoyed, my darlings. And hopefully, by Thursday, I will have something not so croaky. If you like this, please hit the little button to let me know. If you didn't, hit the little button to let me know. Leave a comment. I'm always glad to talk with you, my darlings. I'm open to suggestions and criticisms, critiques. If you have not subscribed, please do so and ring the little bell so you know when to come up and see me. And I will talk to you next time, my darlings. Farewell.